Hi, have you ever heard the saying that everything's perfect? Me and you are one, we're all in this together. And it all sounds great, doesn't it? And from a mental point of view or a conceptual point of view, it really is just a concept because it does sound nice and it could sound very friendly and inviting in the moment. But to live that, that's the real test of the cake. to, can you actually live it? Now, what does that mean? How do you live that everything's perfect when stuff's happening around you all the time? How do you live that me and you are one when you can see separation? Now, that is amazing to actually even consider because that's what meditation's all about. Meditation reestablishes the connection or the realization of this moment. And as you realize this connectedness of this moment, you realize this eternal moment, which is constant, which is underneath all the foundation around time. Time is moving, yet there's something that's not moving. So that constantness, that continuum, is actually the eternal now, right? So it's not this moment between the past and the future, it's actually a living state of existence of this continual now. If we rest into that and live from there, you actually realize the sacredness or the divinity or the godliness of doing that, of realizing that. And so that is where perfection actually exists as a living experience, because when you're in the thinking state, past and future, that's when you judge and compare. And so that is where you then have non-perfection, because then now you're judging something, so it's not perfect. You're comparing it, so it needs to change, so it's not perfect. So you can't actually experience perfection as a living experience, not as a concept, from thinking. You actually have to experience it by letting go of the mind and resting into this moment. Meditation gives you that experience, right? It's a tool to help you experience that. So this whole thing of me and you are one, as a concept, it's like, oh yeah, we're kind of off the same tribe, or me and you are similar, right? There's the concept. But the living experience of oneness actually does exist. And that is when we let go of the thought pattern that I am like this and you are like that, that's creating duality. And through this living experience of being present, that thought, that concept disappears because you're not thinking. Are you with me? So when that disappears, there's actually an experience of oneness because the concept of duality doesn't exist anymore. So it's actually possible. In fact, for my experience, it's actually your true natural state. It's actually the true you. The true existing is actually what I've just been talking about. The incorrect way of living as a human, the incorrect way of being in this world, and as humanity, we've created these patterns and these thought patterns that we so are used to identifying with. We believe them to be normal and natural, and they are not. They're just patterns. And so what I've just been explaining is actually the way you can live life normally and naturally. Can you imagine what that's like? It's freedom. And it's closer than your next breath. It's effortless and easy. However, because we're so addicted to thinking and thinking that that's normal, often you need a tool or a guide to show you something else. And that's why meditation is that tool. And the teachers that teach the meditation, like me, are the guides. And yeah, you can do it too. You can have the same experience that I'm having. Why not?